Hey guys, and welcome back to the post-game of Pokemon Ultra Sun. Now, episode RRR has truly begun.
Oh, just like you're gargling.
Well, I guess they weren't really happy with being ousted from their digital castle, so maybe they set their heights, or sights even, a little bit higher, as it were.
Yes, please have a physical presence in the real world when you're trying to take it over. Thank you. Hi, Lily. How you doing?
Here's the Lily action you were hoping for, Heldragon.
This better be good. I've been sitting here waiting all day for this.
Oh, God. Yeah, that was your mother on the news, and that was a mafioso giving all this in her face. And an ultra wormhole. Man, today's just gone from, like, one extreme to the other, really.
Did we ever establish what a normal wormhole is, and in comparison with the ultra wormhole?
One's in space, one's on Earth.
You can't have a normal... Well, okay, I guess you can have a normal wormhole on Earth.
You just asked me to describe what a normal wormhole is. Don't fucking nitpick my explanation, okay? I'm not a scientist.
Alright, alright.
Fucking Rick and Morty up in this bitch. Yeah, I should probably go take a visit to the Aether Paradise and, I don't know, save the day? I don't know, just throw it out there.
Let's save the day again. Yeah, you people need to start saving yourself. Clearly I've been doing it enough.
Alright, let us glide. It's actually been a while.
Yeah, that's true. I guess we gotta give Charizard some kind of work. Yeah, as you know, they're not paid very much, so they have to take a lot of, what is the word? Fares, thank you.
I was gonna say exposure, because the only time they really get paid is when we see them on screen here.
Well, I guess they get paid in Pokemon food, so...
Well, don't forget, that's not even our Charizard. I'm pretty sure that's Kiawe's.
That's true, we are renting it, so...
Yeah, because, I mean, in the anime, doesn't Kiawe, like, ride a Charizard? Like, that's one of his Pokemon in general.
Well, that's true, that's true. Yeah, he goes ahead and he does that. So, I mean, that makes sense. I don't know if we rented it from him directly for that, but still.
I'm here.
Alright, I guess I gotta save this family again, because I know you don't have enough stakes in it, Lily? I don't know.
Where's Gladion at this point? Like, did I miss a bit of flavor text? Like, is he down in the labs, or just away? Oh, fuck me, he went away on the boat. Okay, that's where Gladion is.
That's true, that major plot point we may want to go ahead and remember for that, yeah.
To be fair, that was, like, in the epilogue. It was during the credits.
And not a black clout. That's not how you're supposed to pronounce that word, sorry.
Or crowd. That's a different type of context entirely.
There we go.
So what do you think of the name Team Rainbow Rocket?
I don't know about the point of just kind of modifying the original Team Rocket. Well, I don't know why Rainbows would make that better for that. You would think you'd want to be an organization that kind of skulks around in the shadows, not like, look at me, I have more than one color today.
Jeez. Well, I mean, I guess the rainbow signifies all the different teams working together under Giovanni. I like it aesthetically, I like it thematically. I don't really have that big of a deal with it, really.
I don't know, I think they should have just gone with an entirely different name, just to kind of signify the fact that they are a union of all these various evil teams, so...
Team Bad Guy.
Sure, that works out. And the guy at the top, he's Mr. Bad Guy, that's how it works out.
Giovanni Bad Guy. Finally, we know his surname. I will use it. It's yours. I will be the spirit bomb that destroys Rainbow Rocket and sends them back into the void.
That's, Well, he's used the Spirit Bomb a few times, I guess. Well, I'll go with the Majin Buu fight for that one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. That's still hype. Like, you know, I was pretty happy with how the Tournament of Power ended, but Goku being like, oh, I can't go Super Saiyan. Goku, we wish for you to be Super Saiyan. Pow! And then Buu just disintegrates.
Wick, stop giving me fried bread. Alright? I have a problem with it enough, and you don't need to keep encouraging that habit.
Yeah, she's a bit of a feeder, I think, but, yeah. I'm having fun, Rotom, but really I'm just talking to you so A, the Loto can stop, and B, so there's a chance that I can get another whack at a Z move.
There we go, gotta cast all that dark magic.
Okay, well, thanks for telling us where your boss is, I guess.
Well, I guess we could beat him up first.
Don't worry, Lily's got this shit.
What the fuck is she gonna do? You gonna kung fu him?
No, she has a Pokemon.
I guess it'll take me a moment to process this, but for now, we must have more highly nostalgic, profitable battles.
Oh yes, but this is just basically a few grunt fights in a row before we get to the front door, and then we'll have a big boss fight, and that'll basically be the part. So, Helldragon, you got anything to bring up?
Well, no.
Alright, well, since we're waxing nostalgically, remember the Primate episode where it was all about the fighting type Pokemon and whatnot? That's what I thought Pokken Tournament was going to be. And to be honest, I haven't really played the full game since it, released. I played the demo, but it was a bit clunky on the Wii U gamepad, so I don't know, maybe it's better on the Switch.
Maybe so. I mean, they haven't really done a lot of stuff like that. I mean, we've had the fighting game. I'm sorry, not the fighting game. The fighting tournament, obviously. Then we had the World Cup. Let's do all that about water Pokemon. I'm not sure why for that. I mean, that was neat, but at the same time, kind of odd. And we haven't really had a lot of like themed tournaments since then, to my knowledge. I'm sure one or two of these have popped up inevitably in the thousands of episodes, possibly the Pokemon says. I don't know if it's had 1,000 episodes. I'd have to look up the actual episode number, but still, I'm pretty sure it's a lot.
I'm just actually looking up like tournaments and stuff right here. I do like for the Pokemon League like regional championships in like season 1, I believe. It's got like symbols of types and whatnot, and they're very clearly just taken from the frigging card game. Like you got the I for Psychic, the Star for Normal, etc. Beautiful. Alright, I'm scrolling down here. There's gotta be like, just random stuff and whatnot. Maybe competition would be a better term to search.
Now, I don't know if this is necessarily true or not, but I could have sworn that maybe at one point I did hear the fact that Team Rocket does kind of play some homages to a Shocker from a Kamen Rider for that, with namely the uniforms. Less of the whole yee kind of things with like their weird ski mask things going on for that, so I don't know.
I've got no idea what you're talking about, man. But yeah, we had the World Cup, and let's see, who was the winner of the World Cup? Some dude. It was just some dude wearing a green shirt.
Well, as long as he's wearing a shirt, I get that's important, really. As long as you have clothes and food, the journey is fine. Oh,
he was voiced by Eric Stewart because, of course, and he had it for Alligator, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, for Alligator's pretty neat. I'd probably have to say, I used to be like a big Typhlosion fan. I still kind of am. Like my opinion hasn't necessarily gone down. For Alligator has really kind of increased in likability for me over the years for that. So if I had to rock a different starter, I'd probably go for Alligator.
Neat.
That's kind of sad. It's just she doesn't know where her home is.
Well, not my problem. I've got more people to take on. I'm still looking for competitions, but it's not obliging, and it's kind of annoying me.
Well, I guess we can kind of be fine with that for now. I'm sure somebody will inevitably bring it up in the comments for something we may have missed, because we haven't really watched all the series for that.
Well, I mean, we haven't even watched all the movies yet. We left off at friggin' the Victini one, and let's count how many there have been since then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we're not actually that far behind then.
Now, I know that after a while they kind of stopped doing stuff within the, the main, like, continuity of, like, the games for that. Like, they were less about stuff that takes place within that generation. Because I know recently they've been kind of doing, like, a throwback to, like sort of a newish sort of universe where it's, like, it's classic, like Ash Ketchum, but there's, like, a lot of elements from future stuff kind of combined in there for that. Sort of like, are they, I can't believe I'm about to say this. Are they trying to pull a Pokemon Cinematic Universe on us?
I think they're making their own canon, yeah, which, honestly, I'm fine with that. It doesn't need to be a friggin', the latest legendary showcase. Just, you can still have the latest legendaries in there, but just make the primary thrust about something else. Like, it's a fucking Lugia movie. We haven't had that since Power of One.
They didn't put me near the door. They put me close to the door. I wasn't quite good enough to be the doorman. I had to be, like, the yard doorman.
That's right. I have one Pokemon, and I know how to use it.
Oh, yeah. Fortunately, it's a low and Aegis Slash, which is just my gun. Oh no, it's Golbat. Who, I swear, I just realized his feet are like those little twist ties you get sometimes. Where it's like, I don't know if you've ever, it's hard to describe what they're called, but you know, like, okay, like when you're popping open a new Transformer, this is my closest reference. And they got these little twist ties with like the little Golbat feet on the end, but they're made of plastic and you gotta like snip them off. That's what his feet remind me of.
You find weird ways to describe Pokemon, man. I'm not sure I'll ever be on your level.
Well, I don't know, my mind just kind of works in a very weird way as an overall for that, so.
I've got the timeline of events in the anime, if that will satiate your lust.
And it wasn't really a lust, it was more of a curiosity, more of a, hey, this is a thing we can talk about for a while.
The beginning of time. Arceus appears in the darkness in the form of an egg. After hatching, it creates the universe.
And then Transformers was forever ruined.
Jesus. A war breaks out. This is 2,000 years prior to, I guess, the start of the series. A war breaks out. Soldiers leave Kanto by ship. A woman dies waiting for her lover to return at Maiden's Peak, creating a haunted monument. Sir Aaron tries to stop a war. He seals his Lucario in a staff.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a fun movie too for that.
It was, yeah, Lucario and the Mystery of Mew. Alrighty, I'm hearing the classic, like, Team Rocket bass theme. I'm picturing, like, fucking Twitch Plays Pokemon going around that arrow-filled hallway for days on end.
Yeah, it's getting really that kind of comeback, and then it's kind of turned into sort of a digital place for that. Like, I'm getting a lot of big of a Persona vibe, actually, from the design of the building, now that I think about it.
A little bit, yeah. All that you need is, like, random lips flying around, and we got ourselves, like, a palace or something.
What a surprise! Turns out Faba is evil! Oh no!
Hold on. I cannot let this pass. You mean to tell me, the leader of this group, this commentary monument, that Faba was evil?
I know, it's just like, it's personally blowing my mind too, good sir, but this is something we'll just have to deal with together.
Oh, I'm so fucking evil, and I love it.
And at the same time, it's really kind of boring compared to what we originally got, and I know this is an old horse, this is an old stallion we've been beaten to death here for that, but it's just so easy to be, well, of course the advisor is the Starscream. I mean, come on.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's one of those tropes that's a cliche, but at the same time, I still like it. Also, it'd be kind of hard to beat Stallion to death, because every time you do, his defense will just go up a stage.
That's true, he just becomes like rock solid after a while, so.
Okay, I actually failed this particular battle, because his Hypno got me in like a hypnosis loop, and just proceeded to like pound me into the dirt. You'll see what happens. This take went much more smoothly.
Well, I would hope the Hypno can do the job, indicated in his name.
Yeah. Sorry, Lily, you're not cool enough to help Mr. Entom here. Say if Howl's here or Gladion. Maybe, but all you have is a tiddly little baby Pokemon for babies.
Also, I'm just gonna punch him in the face. Fuck the Pokemon battling, we're just gonna rock.
I'm here too.
Hi, how you doing?
I mean, it's gonna be a 2-on-2, you have to make it fair.
Alright, let's boogie, baby. Let's see what you've got.
It's me, the Symbol, again. Hi!
Yeah, you remember me? I was so relevant.
Alright, Aether Branch Chief Faba and Aether Foundation employee. I guess he's gonna go to jail with Faba after this battle's done. Stop taking up with the person who's not the president. Don't you get how hierarchies work?
Ah, I see. So they're going with a Clefairy instead of the Alolan Vulpix I kind of expected, I'll be honest with you.
Wait, didn't Lucamine have a Clefable? Are they trying to say that this Clefairy is related to that?
And that would make sense. I guess they kind of went with that. Although, no, now that I think about it... Well, oh yeah. Now I remember that Clefairy had the Cleffa kind of pre-Evo for that. So
yeah.
It's a good thing they kind of just stepped up with Clefairy.
You'll notice that baby Pokemon is a thing that never got brought back. And probably one of the only gimmicks that no one's ever complained about.
Yeah, I mean, like, I like the idea of giving them pre-evolved forms, but all of them kind of look dumb for that. And, of course, Magmar, poor Magmar, who's just been constantly shit on in terms of cool Pokemon designs, not having any, throughout all of its hideous lifespan, so...
Give Magmar a Mega Evolution. You can sort out any design flaws with a Mega Evolution. You know this, Game Freak.
Mega Magmortar is just gonna be the stupidest fucking thing. You don't be surprised.
Not Mega Magmortar, Mega Magmar.
why would you do that with a middle Evo? I mean, they've always kind of given Mega evolutions to the most evolved Evos for that. Why would we just do it for Magmar?
I want to subvert your expectations, mate. It means I'm right.
Well, as long as you're right, I suppose.
Goddamn, Claydol, you can take a hit and keep on coming. Ouch. Yeah, Clefairy's just basically here to buff up your like defense and special defense, but that's the only Pokemon that he's got. So if that Clefairy goes down, then you're essentially fighting a totem fight again.
That's true, but it's surprisingly tough, and it's got a Moonblast. Can't go. Okay, well, except when it does that much damage. It could have killed the Claydol at this rate, now that I think about it.
Oh, well, you know how AI works, I guess. Let's take a little bit of stuff off the ground ball. Don't forget it is fairy now and not normal.
Well, hitting it with blades tends to work.
It's mildly annoying, Claydol. You're next, I hope you realise.
Yeah, you've only got a tiny sliver of HP, so that's pretty much means it's the end of the line.
The assistant here is actually just acting in the same way that Lily does for you, so I would focus on Faba's Pokemon first, because they're by far the more dangerous out of the 6. Lily gets no experience, it's all for me.
That's true, I am pretty much doing most of the work. Get that frame rate in, that'll help us out.
Oh man, it's struggling something first. I mean, it's not exactly the most detailed background either, it's just the 3DS is being pushed to its utmost here. Or maybe Game Freak can't optimize, who knows.
And there goes Clefairy, so I guess it's back to that totem fight thing.
Don't you worry, mate. I have the team that is ready to do the business, and I'm just going to go back to the timeline, because I have forgotten about stuff to talk about. Let's see. 15 years prior, Brock is born.
Good! I'm glad that happened.
10 years prior to X and Y, Serena is born, the Lost Hotel is opened.
Good, I'm glad that hotel was born as well.
1 year prior to Diamond and Pearl, Paul turns 10 and begins his Pokemon journey. He chooses Turtwig as his starter.
What a nerd, am I right?
Less than 1 year prior to Sun and Moon, Lana rescues a Poplio from Team Skull Grunt and it joins her party.
That's good.
Let's see, the original series. Oh, it's not giving dates and whatnot for this. It's basically like a summary of each episode. Like, I'm just going to scroll down. Last call, first round. Nando has earned 7 gym badges. Nando acquires a Kricketot and an Altaria. Zoe's Shellos and Finneon evolve into a Gastrodon and a Lumion. Dawn enters the Grand Festival alongside Zoe and Jesselina. What the fuck am I reading here?
What are you reading there?
I don't know. It must be something from Diamond and Pearl because they mentioned Dawn.
Well, and Nando, you know, because that character was so important.
He was very cheeky, let me tell you what. Oh, Vicky, why?
Well, it's because she's slow, that's why.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to, like, get a Mega Evolution for Vikavolt as well at this point.
Something that makes him, like... Well, I guess they can't buff the speed at that point. Well, maybe they could, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the design philosophy is behind these for that, but I guess it's supposed to cover weaknesses, I suppose, with like the final Evo. I thought you wanted to do Mega Charge-a-Bug. You know, let's subvert our expectations, am I right?
You're going the right way for a smack bottom if you keep that up.
Well, it's just the truth. I know you can't handle it, but please do try.
I can't, and I wish you'd stop referring to the fact that I can't. I'm a wuss and proud.
We're all wusses in one way or another.
I'm coming back, and I swear to God, if you use Hypnosis the second I get back, I'm not going to be a happy camper, because that's what happened last time. It was a never-ending back and forth of RNG fucking me in the arse.
Yeah, that's what it'll do.
I'm here again. Caca.
Yeah, Echo, now I guess you gotta clean up like you usually do. Cinder ain't gonna do it.
Nope, Cinder's in the box now. He's enjoying his retirement. His forced retirement.
Couldn't you pop a full revive on that Clefairy?
No, because it's not part of my team, so I don't have access to that.
Yeah, that's true. You know, I guess Lily's just kind of sitting in the back. You know, all this time she's had like repels, max potions, revive, shit like that. But this is the one day she forgot it. You're not doing anything. Why are you posing?
She's being supportive. You can do it, Tom. Yeah, you use that item.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, because your Clefairy's fucking dead.
There you go. Now we've got them in the correct loop. If Hypnosis does not land this turn, and that Hypno's fucking dead... Well, it'll take like 1 or 2 turns, but you know what I'm saying.
Somebody will die at some point.
I'm gonna boost my shit up, so when I use a ghost move, it'll probably take out Hypno in one go. See, it's the post-game. I'm allowing myself to use Rotom powers now.
It's fair, just cast a little dark magic. The fate of the world depends upon it.
Ah, you missed, you fucker. That's the only move you've got, apparently, besides friggin' Dream Eater.
Yeah, remember that old Haunter from the base set of Pokemon? More dark magic, thank you.
Indeed.
You know, remember that Haunter from like the base set of the Pokemon card game where he had to hypnotize people and then all he had was Dream Eater while it was asleep to do damage?
Vaguely? God, we're going back in the anime as far as, like, references and callbacks is concerned.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, it is a really old card, and I only remember it because of, again, nostalgic purposes.
I'm gonna send you to the Shadow Realm, where you'll be forced by Todd Howard to play nothing but Skyrim until the end of time. No!
God, it's a never-ending nightmare.
Alright, I guess that's Faba's ace down, so the rest of these guys should just fall like dominoes, really.
Here comes Todd Howard in the comments. Hey man, I heard you were talking about my game.
He just has a whole team of flying Pokemon, he calls them all Skyrim.
Or they could be Cliff Racers then, I think. Ugh.
I don't get that reference. Is that another game that Todd Howard made?
Well, I don't think he was involved in Morrowind, but it's another Elder Scrolls game, and one of the big things about Morrowind is that whenever you're traveling anywhere, there's a bunch of these incredibly fucking annoying creatures called Cliff Racers that are loud as shit, they're constantly chase you, they're annoying as fuck, that kind of deal. There are actually mods designed in Morrowind to remove them completely from the game, and in Oblivion, the sequel, they mentioned that there was somebody who was considered a saint because he managed to exterminate all the Cliff Racers on the continent.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they're pretty bad, I'll be honest with you.
I'm trying to think of like an enemy in any other game that's kind of... Well, I guess like eagles or whatever the birds are in Ninja Gaiden. What is it with birds being dicks in video games? Like, Char is like the exception to the rule.
Well, I mean, Char's our boy. You know, he'll do the business. He's been doing the business for quite a bit. You know, he was helping us even the last generation, too. I guess we have a way of kind of having these Pokemon carry over between these.
T-Zuck, he's just chilling in the cart right now. That is if I didn't, like, write over it to play something else. Again, Jigglypuff sucking off.
That's a weird sentence to end on right there.
No, that's what Shinotic looks like.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Grass and Fairy, by the way. I don't know if I brought that up earlier in the playthrough, but yeah. Kind of looks like Mr. Burns as well.
There's an effect. I'm dying, Squirtle.
Ah, no! Okay, I'm fine. Alright, let's bring this nightmare to an end. Go, Beast or Killer!
Hey, I forgot you actually had the Beast Killer. I thought you were just going to have Cha do the business, but nope, let's actually bring him out.
Well, you know, fighting is weak against Fairy, so we want to try and negate any L's that we can take here.
Just bash him on the face with your metal helmet.
Here we go. Unfortunately, he's not going to evolve into Savali before we finish the game, but once he has high enough friendship and he levels up, that's how you get Silvally, so enjoy. No! You haven't heard it in a while, so... Aye!
Well, at least he's topical.
It's an impression. I love that guy.
Can I brown nose you a little more, Faba?
Oh, I'm right up inside your lower intestine, mate. Ah, razors all around.
He takes paralysis really well. He's just like, I can endure it. I'm fine.
No, I'm actually stuck in this pose. I'm not being brave or anything.
I'm not being cool. I'm literally paralyzed from possibly the neck down. Reference to real wrestling.
Oh man. That's not cool, man. That's not cool. Jesus.
Well, Kurt Angle busted his neck all the time. He's still going.
Well, I mean, he can go inside. It's not like I locked the front door or anything.
Yeah, you have to go in through the back, and it smells back there, so watch out.
Yep. We're gonna have what is essentially a boss rush with all the best puzzles from Team Rocket's past. Are you ready, Helldragon? This is gonna be nostalgic as shit, my friend.
Well, let's hope it pans out.
Here we go, guys. I've said it like 3 times, but Rainbow Rocket starts now. See you next time.